everyone. Thanks for joining me today. This is Fred with Just One More Rock. Alright, I'm really excited for what we got going on today. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. If you want to know where these thunder eggs came from, then check out the link in the description for my other video. That'll give you some background on it. Otherwise, we've got 72 of the 73 thunder eggs that I cut into. I'm real excited about them because it's been about 2 weeks now that I started them, and now they're finally done. So let's get into it, and like I tried to say, no fluff, just the good stuff. Let's get to it. Alright, so starting with these smallest ones, I'm going to give them a rinse. Take a peek. What do we got going? Oh, some nice waterline fortification. Sweet, sweet. It's a nice way to start. Good translucency. Alright. Alright. Bam! That's cool. Nice little quartz cavity with some little formed points in there. Alright, alright. Alright, I'm happy on 2 for 2. Ooh. That's pretty green. And a little cavity in there with some neat formations. Alright, alright. Ooh, that's fragile right there, that skin. I can't see anything until they get rinsed off. They are covered in dust. Oh, there is barely any agate in that one. And if there was, I kind of missed it a little bit on the cut. It's always hard to guess where to throw that cut. What we got here? Womp womp. Nothing on that one. Bummer. Another. There is no agate in these ones at all, or at least that I hit. Woohoo! Nice. Ooh, that's like butterscotch. Yum yum. I like that. That's a cool one. Oh, that was a nice cut. Right down the middle. Well, pretty close. Got into that nice cavity. So it's like geode type with a little bit of that agate at the bottom. It's still very pretty. Kind of a bad cut on my part, but still pretty. Ooh, now that one's really nice. I kind of missed the cavity, which I can see right on the other side. Almost want to cut that again, but I don't think I will. It'll probably fall apart. But that is a creamy white there. Ooh, I like that one. Cool. What we got? Ooh, that's interesting too. That almost looks like, what am I thinking? I don't think I'm thinking anything right now. Whatever word I'm thinking of, I kind of like it. Oh, that's a pretty one. I don't know. I think they're all pretty. They're all so unique in their own way. Alright, I kind of a liar, right? I went on a couple of them, so they're not all as what I want them to be, but hey. Alright. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that is pretty. Now that one's pretty, right? You agree? You agree? Whoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh man, I wish it was over just a little bit more on my cut, and it was a little bit of a bad cut, but oh well. Oh, okay. Those are really, really nice. I'd actually like to cut out the back there and let some light through. That'd be gorgeous. Set them on a stand. Yeah. This one's a crumbling mess, so we're going to see if we have anything even worthy of looking at. There's a little agate in there. Kind of resembles some of the ones we had in the last video. Alright. Oh. Maybe if the cut was over a little bit, And you know, it's neat in its own right, but not anything you could really do anything with, right? And it's just, see how that rhyolite's just kind of crumbling through there? But the shape of the agate's kind of neat. A little lake of an agate right there. Alright, I can feel that there's an agate in that one. Oh, pretty. Oh, and sitting next to each other like that, that was almost a perfect cut. Loving that. Whew. Nice. All right, this one's in 3 pieces. Ooh. Alright, I hit into the agate a little bit, but there's this other material that's like booger. It's kind of gross actually. It turns into a little bit of a mush. So far only mediumly impressed, if mediumly is a word. But I'm using it, because that's how I am. Ooh, okay, that's a pretty one. Little poppies, little rings in there. Oh, wow. That almost looks like a satellite image of an archipelago or something like that. Very cool. Alright. Ooh, okay. Got a little quartz crystal center and a nice big cavity in there with I can't tell what that surface is. And then some weird fortifications in there. Lines and circles and wow. That one's a neat one. In the right light, that'll be real impressive. Alright, let's keep them going. Unless I drop them. This has got a lot of that crumble in the center. I'm feeling it. My thumb's just rolling over. I'm trying to clean it up. That rhyolite. Whoa. That's very confusing. There's a lot going on there. I might have to take a pick and get some of that soft stuff out of there and leave that cavity and these agate bands coming down in there, and then that waterline band. Wow, that's a little crazy. Alright, let's see what we got here. Woo! That's a pretty one too. See, a lot of these are the same. There's a beautiful banding in there. And again, it's kind of got all these little strips of agate mixed in with the rhyolite. Interesting how they're all familyed the same. Interesting batch. Wow, that one's real cool. Again, looks like eyes. I see eyes in so many of these agates. Alright. Little plain as far as color goes, but still happy with it. Got that quartz in the middle. A lot of that green rhyolite, which is common in the area, at least from these couple buckets of Thundereggs I've gotten. Alright, they're getting a little bigger. Doesn't necessarily mean anything, just could just mean more rhyolite, but you know, gets a little more hopeful as we get to larger pieces. Oh, and like I said, this one's almost all rhyolite. There's some nice agate in there with some banding in it, but it is opposite of what I was hoping for on that as we started getting into these bigger pieces. But it's all fun and games. I enjoy every bit of it. This is crumbled into a lot of pieces, so I don't know what's worth anything. So we're going to take a peek. Oh, there's a little something right there. Almost like the rhyolite, and maybe I was trying to think of earlier, which was like an opal. This is, again, crumbled out rhyolite with some of that white soft material. And more rhyolite. And yeah, nothing fantastic. There's an agate in this one. I don't think it's that big, but I can feel it in my thumb. Alright. Ooh. Bigger than I thought of, and wow! There is like 3 different types of banding here. What in the world? Look at these two circular sets of banding over each other. We got this crystallization down here and these water lines, and then another set of banding there. Oh my goodness. That one's sick. I almost want to cut into it again. There's going to be a few that are going to tempt me to do that. This one feels like a lot of rhyolite. I don't feel this slick feeling of agate, but what do I know? Yeah, what do I know? There's a nice agate in there. Cool, mixed with that clear crystal and then this white, like opal, like I was thinking. And there's probably other little agate windows in there. Cool. Alright, alright, alright. Let's go, let's go. Can't believe we're not even halfway through. Oh, beautiful. That looks like opal type. That is creamy and almost looks like a landscape too. Wow. I like that one. That's almost like cabbable. Wow. And then the surface of that's real cool right here too. I didn't even notice that when I was cutting it. Nice. Alright, alright, alright. Oh my goodness. Ah! The madness in that. That put the other one to shame. Holy smokes. How could that have possibly happened in one rock? Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh my goodness. I can't even explain that one. I just can't. Oh, beautiful. That last one kind of has me giddy. Alright. It's clear. Pretty pretty. But I would be a little more impressed with this if I didn't just have that other one. This is nice. It's a nice big agate. But come on. That last one. Chee. Alright. Feels like a lot of rhyolite. Oh, whoa, okay. At first it looked like a dud, but I think it's much like that really cool speckled one we had in the last round. Yeah, there's actually some beautiful stuff in there when polished. It would pop, for sure. Alright. You know, when we get all these all done, this batch and the batch from the last video, those are all gonna go together. I'm gonna pick the ones I think are best to polish them, probably put them on some little display stands, and call it a day on those. But some of them have to get polished. Alright, alright. I know I say that a lot, but when you have 72 Thunder Eggs, you gotta say something. No, just kidding. Let's go. My goodness. Alright. This is fire. Look at all the little poppies in that thing. I don't know if that's exactly what they should be called, but that's what I've known them to be in other stones, like some jaspers and stuff like that. But whoa. That's a polished one too. My goodness. Wow. So they are getting a little better as they get bigger overall. Alright, I'm going to look at these little chunks first, see if there's anything in them. Not. Just some rhyolite. Pretty green. Typical green from there. Oh, nice big agate. Alright. Pretty clear. Not a lot of banding. You got some right in here. And you got that nice white spot with a little banding out in here, but it's fairly simple but gorgeous. Might make a nice little heart. I can tell this one isn't a good cut, but that's okay. Can't make them all good cuts. I have no idea why I keep looking past the camera and off into the far away. It's because I'm not supposed to be looking at the rock until I'm looking at the rock, right? That's probably what's happening. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Okay, last time I had something with these little tubes that I had said it reminds me of, well, I don't know if that's the official name for it, but a tube agate. But this one has a lot of them. Wow. Stunned. That is so dope. That is so cool. Sheesh. Love it. My goodness. Can't wait to inspect them a little further after we just do the reveal. Alright. Oh, another fire piece. Fortification. The banding in that is nice. Different layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. Easily identifiable layers. Pretty. These ones really do look like eyes with top and lower eyelids and then the eyeball. Sick. This one's in 3 pieces, so I'm going to look at the smaller pieces first. One just rhyolite, one with some nice crystallized agate in there, and the other side's even better. Inside the rhyolite didn't bust out like the other one part did. Pretty though. Right against that nice green too. Bad cuts, but the bigger they were getting, the harder it was for my saw. 1, 2, 3. What? That's a lot of rhyolite with a very little agate. Very pretty, creamy white agate, but nothing too impressive. Another set of eyeballs. This one's crumbled into 4 pieces or so. Alright, looking at these small pieces. Not too much on that rhyolite, but what do we got here? Oh, whoa. Oh, I wish there would have been more banding to catch in that. That is a deep little circular band. Gorgeous. These 2 cavities with maybe some druzy in there. It's hard to tell, but that's pretty. That's real pretty. My goodness, I really wish I would have gotten more of that right there. That broke off somewhere in nature. Did its thing. Whoa. Alright. Another little crumbler. We'll look at the littles first. A couple more chunks of rhyolite. And a sad little example of a thunder egg. Mostly rhyolite. Couple little agate pieces, and I'm only less impressed because I've cut so many of them at this point now. Let's go. Ooh, that'll be nice when that little gunk's cleaned out of there. Little quartz cavity in there with some little formations. More of the simple white, but still pretty. A nice chunker too. Three of these last 4 really crumbled out, but that was kind of my bad. I had put my blade to the test and we wore it out, so I had to get another blade, and it started cutting much better. Oh, more of those tubes. Whoa. I wish the rhyolite wasn't so implanted in the rest of the agate. It'd be much cleaner, but still very cool. Very, very cool. Those are becoming some of my favorite. Whoa. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good one, good one, good one. Oh, that side's pretty. Kind of like out that fanned out agate there. Kind of the way it... This one's just kind of a little bit of a mess on this side. And my cut was horrible, but again, the bigger they were, the harder they were to cut. Alright. These 2 blew out like there was no agate in them at all. But like I said, I was using a dull blade by then. What do we got? Alright, some kind of neat stuff on that side with that pink and then the agate running through the center. A little bit of that here, but then again, like I said, it all broke up, so we got little chunks of it, but nothing overly impressive. Little agate sliver on that one. What do we got here? Oh, more of that tube. This thing, yeah, all the rhyolite fell right off this. You can actually see the formation of that kind of fanned out shape that the agate takes when it's growing inside the rhyolite. Some outside banding there. And actually some beautiful stuff right in there, but oddly enough, it's very thin and you can't, I didn't really capture it very well. I don't know why that's odd, just how it happened. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, beautiful cavity in there. Now this is all just rhyolite on the outside, no agate. But the geode in this with all that druzy and almost a good middle center cut. Wow. That's a nice little display if I can get that rhyolite to polish. Ooh, I love that one. Yeah. Very cool. I know if the light was shining in that, all those little crystals would just be sparkling. Bang. Ooh. Alright, this is turning into a nice little collection here. Again, I think both of these would polish up very nice. Just love the way the agate's running in between, leaving these little islands of rhyolite. And there's definitely stuff going on in the back layer. You can see how it's shaped in there with the white going on back there. There's a lot of gorgeous stuff. Like almost a slab would do really nice, catch some light. Alright, these are starting to feel like they're getting better. A little more solid pieces. That's almost identical to the last one. These are the ones that have kind of that pinkish outside. They're definitely solid, but very, very similar. That red rhyolite, the islands with all the agate running through like little rivers. Beautiful stuff though. Beautiful stuff. Another pinky skinned one. Yep. Again, much like the others, this is a less pink, a little bit more of a brown, but still gorgeous in its own right. I think I'm going to have to take all of these ones that are similar like this and just make sure they get all polished and kind of put them together as a family. They're so similar. Love it. Getting bigger and bigger. Yay! Man, my neighbors are going to think I'm a freak. Wow! Tubes, horizontal banding, blah, 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 and yeah, that's how bad, no, how cool this one is. I almost cursed. I do that from time to time. Jeez. Fire. That is just something to stare at for days. Yes, I'm having such a good time. Woohoo! All right. All right. You know, I can't sit there and explain them all. You can see them and judge for yourself what you think. Everyone's got their own opinion of what's gorgeous and what's not, and what's the best one and what's not. This is neat, though, with that floating stuff in there. This is a heavy one, and I probably could have cut this in, who knows, in any direction, and we might have got through the agate, but I hope I did it in the right direction. Alright. I don't know if there was a right or wrong way on that one. There's definitely a big fracture on that side. This one's clean, and it is a big heavy agate. There's way more agate than there is rhyolite in this one. Couple little cavities there. That is pretty stuff, though. These ones make me want to slab them. Probably gonna have to. Alright. Oh, this one's smooth. This one feels like it's probably a big agate. Alright. So I'll probably be absolutely wrong. But let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I was absolutely wrong. But it's beautiful rhyolite. Beautiful. Actually, it looks more like almost like a oh my goodness. I've done this so much right now, I can't keep any of my words in my head. Wow. But this is pretty. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And all I was trying to say was jasper. There's a lot of crumbling going on in here, so I'm not really sure I want to keep doing it because I don't know what I'm crumbling at with my thumb. So let's see. Alrighty? Ready? Alright, let's go. Ew. Chunky. That's funky chunky. But it looks like some opal with some banding on there. And, you know, I'm probably going to have to clean all this out. Maybe I can let it dry, but now that it's wet, I might have messed it up. This is really pretty down in here, though. That's got so much going on in there, but this is all muck. Really just crumbles out. Interesting. Pink skin. Those are some pretty cool ones in those. Let's go. Exactly. They're all same family for sure. So similar. The red with the agate rivers. Okay. Alright, we got small pieces again. I'm going to take a peek. You know, some rhyolite. Stuff like that. And pretty. Again, same family. Pink outside. This one's got some orange in it and some prettier banding than some of the other ones did. These little poppies there. Cool. Very cool. Okie doke. More of the same. I love it. And actually last time I was like knocked off my chair when I opened up the last ones. Right now, because of those couple, for some reason I'm just, you know, everything goes on scales, and that last couple over there just blew me to the moon. So that's what's happening here with me right now. But these are still gorgeous. I got a lot of polishing to do. Feel that there's a little cavity in this one, so let's see what they got for us. More pink. Oh, whoa, okay. Same red skin, same family. This one just happens to have a little bit of a cavity in there and some yellowish going on in there as well. I just love seeing the stuff floating right past the surface in there. It's very cool. Very cool. This one's got a big cavity. Whoa! Weird. What? That is just looks like a cavern you could go in and live in. Of course, if you're a miniature. My little silly brain sees little people walking around and they're living in there, like painting petroglyphs on the wall and live in primitive. That's crazy. And I think these are like those tubes, but in the gunky gunk. Like, I don't think that they're solid. These look like stalactites. We're down to the last 15. Can you believe it? I can't. Crazy. Bam! Oh! Nice! It'd be better if it wasn't fractured, but hey, I'm not going to complain. That is pretty. And then moves into that, like, opal stuff. This white almost looks like opal, too. It's probably not, more like a chalcedony. But the outside of that is creamy. That orange is beautiful in there too. Nice. Okay, let's go. Whoa, more of that crazy horizontal banding stuff into that opal stuff. And I don't know that it's opal. I just call it that just because of the color, consistency, and everything. It gives me that feeling. Whoa. Alright. Let's get into another one here. Oh, we got a big cavity in this one. Anything exciting, or is it just rhyolite? Oh, it's funky. Mostly just rhyolite, but oh, whoa. Look at those tubes that are just floating there. And that, dude, I have to learn more about what that's all about and how those get formed. Geology, forever learning. And I know nothing. Nothing. That's so cool. 12 more. Another little cavity in this one. Oh, butterscotch. Butterscotch. Sorry about that. Going a little loco here. But that's pretty, and that's pretty. I wish there was more of that right in here. Just a little sad that it's so much rhyolite, with as pretty as that was. More of the red, more of the Chalcedony River, the Agate River in the islands of rhyolite or jasper, whatever you'd say that is. This actually feels stronger than the rhyolite that crumbles away, so it's much heavier too. But I'm sure that there's different stages of rhyolite, I'd guess. Alright, last 10, last 10. Bam! What in the... That's more crazy stuff, but just not showing me everything. See, that would be better in a slab, because all the light would come through in between all of that mix. Bad cut right there too. That's a trip, that's a trip. Not disappointed, but it has to get cut to really appreciate that one, I think. Oh, that's a nice big agate. More tubes into that yellowish caramel stuff. And we get a little botryoidal cavity in there. Yeah, that one's really cool, really cool. A lot of that crystallization there and very light banding all the way around it, like a shoreline. Beautiful. Seems like we're kind of doing these in two because we're down to the last 8 now. More of that outside orange or red skin. So I imagine it's going to be rivers of agate. Yup. Ooh, got a little bit of a yellow and orange in there. These are really cool, really cool. All very similar, but gorgeous in their own right. Each one is unique, of course. Alright, this is one of those ones that it's heavy, and I think that there's a big agate in here. I did not know which way to cut this. Sometimes you just got to look at them and follow your heart and hope that you hit it in the right spot. But some of these, I was just starting to cut into them. I was like, no, I should have done it the other way. But, you know, I did it in a way that I could still throw another cut in there, slab it if I need to. But let's go. Oh yeah, that was a big agate in there. You know, guess I did it some justice. It's okay. Looks like it's got some smoke or whatever coming up from there. Bad cut right there, but that can be remedied fairly easy. Alright, not disappointed, not disappointed. I believe we're down to the last 6. 72 cut Thundereggs over a 2-week time span in between the rest of my life. You know, it's been a long time coming, it feels like. And now we're actually getting toward the end. It's kind of crazy. Alright, let's do another. Oh, yes. Kind of like some of those other ones. Not quite as fantastic, but just still the way that that little piece right there, that agate right there in the middle with the banding. Gorgeous. Just, I swear it looks like some sort of topographical map or a aerial view of a waterway or something. Kind of looks like the Columbia in certain areas. Alright. More red skin? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Almost kind of looks like a lightning stone. But with different colors and agate and rhyolite or jasper. Gotta learn more about this. That's pretty. That's probably one of my favorite out of all of these red-skinned ones. 4 more, and I'm almost getting sad. I want to keep doing this forever, but you can't, right? Gotta be an end to everything. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love that mossy color and everything that's going on in there. That's solid in there too. This piece right here, if I slab that, could make a nice little cab. I mean, barring this horrible cut that I did. But like I said, by the time I was getting to this part on my saw, I had to turn every single way just to get to the middle and cut through, because I only have that much cutting surface. That's pretty. Yes! This one was big and kind of broke apart into 3 pieces. Well, it broke and then I cut it, so I got 3 big pieces. But let's check this out. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Looks like a sandwich, the way it's layered. Wow! Is that opal? That's so creamy white. And there's 3 layers of different material. Whoa! The other chunk just mostly rhyolite and some of this very fine crystallization or something there. I'm not exactly sure what you call that. Wow. Sadly, we're down to the last 2. I have one that I saved, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to get it cut all the way through, but I did. It was odd shape, made it through. I love the way it got cut. I have no idea if it's going to pan out to be the best one of the bunch, but I had a feeling about it from the very beginning. So let's start with the second to the last one, and we'll get to that one that I held off to the end. All right, this got some cavity in it, but it's a biggie. It's a chunker of a Thunderegg. So let's see what we got. Come on, come on, come on, come on! I pull in the slot machine. Am I gonna win? Am I gonna win? I don't think I won. Maybe I got my money back on that last one. No, there's actually some really cool stuff in there, but it's really mixed up, and you're not really getting any of that clarity of the agate. But you know, the way that the angles of all the growth are going is still pretty neat. Again, bad cut, but I was just trying to get through them. Okay, and the very last one. Let's do it. All right, let's be a winner. All right, let's flip this stuff over, and 1, 2, 3. Oh! Whew. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Gorgeous! Where did that red come from? Wow! And then these little black lines through it like lightning. Oh my goodness! Why was there only one piece like this? That is gonna be a polish and displayed like that for sure. This one, yeah, that'll have to go like that. Wow! Yes.